Congressman Michael Honda of California endorsed the efforts of a Santa Clara grassroots education activist group this Sunday.
He was a principal and he was also a school board member, so it's my pleasure to introduce Congressman Mike Honda.
Thank you.
The 17 people who showed up to hear him speak included Santa Clara Unified School District officials and concerned residents. Honda encouraged them to donate money to the education activist group, local schools, local funds, because he says the benefit of donating will give them an immeasurable return on their investment.
Our youngsters come to school with only one currency, and that's time. And you can't bank that time and withdraw it later on and say, now we're in a better place. We got to do it when they're there, and we got to make the best of it when they're there.
Before Honda got there, people talked about how they'd be affected by one of the issues on the November 3rd ballot, Measure C. School Board Trustee Elise DeYoung is a fan of Measure C, but she admits that it's not going to take care of all of the funding problems the schools have.
It did. Sadly, it's a $4.3 million solution to a $10 million problem, and we know that. But we also know that this is what our community was interested and willing to bear on the behalf of our students, and we knew that it was $4.3 million that we could generate and control and keep out of the hands of everyone else.
Measure C is a parcel tax. If it gets 2/3 of the vote, property owners in the Santa Clara Unified School District would pay an extra $138 a year for the next 5 years. People older than 65 can apply for a senior citizen exemption.
Oh, you want some grapes out?
Well, I don't know. We may have plenty.
Santa Clara Planning Commissioner Teresa ONeils held the event in her home. One of her neighbors, Nolani Stallings, has a 14-year-old daughter in the district. Stallings says she doesn't mind paying more taxes each year if it results in equalizing educational opportunity.
Our state budget's a mess, and we can't depend on them for any type of funding for the next few years. So I really want to make sure that we focus on making sure we get some funding that's very secure for them and making sure that we don't shortchange our kids.
Right now, the District of Santa Clara spends about $8,000 a student. Andy Rotterman, Vice President of the Santa Clara Board of Education, says about 85% of the money that comes from property taxes is spent on personnel. Rotterman's biggest frustration? Unfunded state mandates.
You have a tremendous amount of micromanagement from Sacramento. So there's a lot of things you're being told you have to do. Most of the time they're unfunded mandates. So in other words, they say you have to do this, we're not going to give you any money, but you have to do this.
High schools have to abide by textbook adoption standards set by the state of California. However, the state only pays for the textbooks that are required for grades 1 through 8.
For the most part, those textbooks have to be textbooks approved by the state of California. There's only 2 vendors that are approved. Their prices are almost identical. Their books aren't that far apart either. So really, you don't have a choice. You're stuck.
Congressman Honda's endorsement helped raise about $2,500 for the education activists. That money will go towards printing campaign mailers and other campaign costs. Vanessa Castañeda reporting for Stanford Silicon Valley Pulse.